What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, we constantly are hearing a ton of big name actors attached to talks with the MCU for as many brand new teams and unannounced projects as the MCU still has left in just the next couple of years. I expect that to be the norm. But one brand new name, someone we have not seen tied to Marvel Studios before, in a recent Industry Insider trade exclusive, has been revealed to be in advanced talks with Marvel Studios. We're breaking down the very detailless report from Giant Freaking Robot, again in their exclusives from one of their quote trusted and proven sources about Andrew Lincoln, where he's at right now in his career, and then maybe speculate just a little bit as to what roles he could be tied to, reading the landscape of future projects we know still need to be cast. But first, if you could consider hitting the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional Industry Insider scoop and exclusive like we're covering today, everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That'll automatically enter you for our ongoing PS5 giveaway, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So real quick, before we wade into this article, you guys asked me a lot, how much can you trust Industry Insider editorials like this? Well, we give them a lot more reverence than the anonymous 4chan plot leak, because again, Giant Freaking Robot has their own editorial, their own sources, and now a published record. I don't take it as confirmed from them or anyone else really, unless it comes from one of two places. That's the Hollywood Reporter and Deadline. When they report something like this, a casting rumor or a brand new announcement for, say, a project like Captain America 4, it's as good as confirmed. For everything else, just remember it's not coming directly from Marvel Studios, so to leave it squarely in rumor territory. However, Giant Freaking Robot is reporting, literally breaking within the last hour, under the headline exclusive, Andrew Lincoln in talks to join Marvel. They go on to say, the latest Giant Freaking Robot exclusive from our trusted and proven source is that Andrew Lincoln is in advanced talks to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He could be going from the zombie world to the superhero world. Now, that is literally all the details that are included in this project, but most notably, his co-star over at The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus, has been at the forefront of Marvel casting rumors with his very light ties and even acknowledgement of all the fan art and ties, with his own quote-unquote fingers crossed being up for the role of Ghost Rider. And because you guys know that Hollywood is about 10 actors big, I say that obviously with sarcasm, but really TMZ actually stands for 30 Mile Zone. If you didn't know this, the reference being the 30 Mile Zone surrounding LA. If you're not there, if you're not in Hollywood, you're out. And that's how someone like Giancarlo Esposito, who absolutely killed it as Gus Fring on Breaking Bad, also immediately shows up as the villain in a Star Wars film, then shows up as a villain in the Boys series on Amazon, and has even been fan cast in several places for the MCU, both Magneto and Doctor Doom. Quite honestly, I love that actor, but at this point, and at some point, seeing all the same faces in all the same franchises really kind of ruins it for me. That's why I really want fresh faces and rather unknown actors, sort of like the way Tom Holland was when he became Spider-Man. He had been in major motion pictures, he just wasn't a household name like he is now. I'd prefer that for Marvel roles. You can definitely at me in the comments. I'm going on a tangent here. My point being is they need to cast a ton of roles, and there are decades of Marvel movies to come, and this is how it goes down in the industry. If Norman Reedus is truly talking to Marvel Studios for Ghost Rider, he could have easily said, hey, why don't you reach out to my buddy Andrew Lincoln? We work together on Walking Dead. They would know who he is instantly. He'd be interested in a role, and that's famously how it went down with Chris Evans and Anthony Mackie after they worked on a project. Chris Evans bringing Anthony Mackie into the fold to try to do Falcon, and it all worked out. It really is a very small industry, and with this many roles needing to be cast, who could Andrew Lincoln possibly be up for in the MCU? Now, I know there'll immediately be some amazing fan cast art for this guy out immediately, hopefully from my boy Boss Logic, maybe even Spider Monkey, some of my other favorites out there, Ultra Raw, Nova. You guys know who you are, and you're all amazing, and I can't wait to see it. For me, what immediately comes to mind is obviously Mr. Fantastic, if indeed John Krasinski is not already in line to play that role, or is doing it in sort of a one-off or a flashback to him as Captain America in the Multiverse of Madness, not sticking around the MCU for the long term. I could see him as a potential Mr. Fantastic. However, his demeanor has always been super dour, the way that it needed to be for The Walking Dead, and I would really like to see a much more dynamic portrayal of Mr. Fantastic. The weight of the world, yes, on his head, but not the way it would be portrayed there. But that's not fair for me to project that onto an actor, which, quick side note, literally a very, very poignant semicolon here. This is why I don't like extreme character actors like Andrew Lincoln, who in my head is Rick Grimes, to sort of try to transfer over. But again, that's not fair to the actor or the role. I just would rather see rather unknowns become that character. And you've heard it from Marvel characters before, Marvel actors who, even Scarlett Johansson, who's had an amazing career outside of Marvel. Take Black Widow out, and she's still done a ton of stuff. Very highly appreciated and decorated actor. Still, people just see her as Black Widow. A gift and a curse for sure being in a Marvel movie. But there are tons of roles. Mr. Fantastic alone. You've got Magneto. You've got a ton of stuff that Rick Grimes is right in the age for. But before you go jumping to conclusions, it could be something like Wolverine. I just don't see it. I would think at this point, with as many projects as Wolverine would feature in, I would hope they're going with a slightly younger actor at this point than Andrew Lincoln. He's a bit up there in age. But guys, you let me know down in the comments, who do you want Andrew Lincoln to play? If he is indeed going to join the MCU, who do you have him as? And if it's not Mr. Fantastic and it's not John Krasinski, who do you have as Mr. Fantastic? I am super curious about that. Let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. All right, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s all the way up to 1 million subscribers, and we're doing it every 20,000 subscribers. So we just had the first two. Recently, Daniel Clay, the last winner, got his. We've been giving away a ton of comics over on my Instagram. You can see the handle there. We're going to get back to that right around when Doctor Strange hits, and we will be giving away tickets for Doctor Strange. If you want to be entered for any of the giveaways, the PlayStation tickets, comics, any of that stuff we do here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Now, if you want to tune out of the video is officially over. I'm not trying to make anybody stay and listen to my shameless self-plug. I don't really do a lot of advertising at the channel, and especially I really try not to do a lot of self-promotion here for my music, because mostly that's not what you guys come here for, and I feel like that's basically abusing you guys if I'm constantly trying to shove my music down your throat. But something pretty crazy is happening, and so I want to share it with you, especially if you listen through all the videos. You guys are the ones that I'm trying to reach with this. The channel actually turned 4 years old yesterday. And it was extremely emotional. It's why I took the day off. I am super excited to hit 1 million subscribers. I can't believe everything that's happened in the last 4 years, and I don't take any of it for granted. But before I was a YouTuber, I was actually a musician for a long, long time. And not just a weekend warrior, not someone who just dabbled in it. I literally did not ever have a career outside of trying to make it in bands. I went from being a musician in Las Vegas, opening up the book and stage at what's now the Cosmo, station casinos. I played when I was right out of college, and then I toured in bands my entire 20s. And bands live and die and grow, and that is just the nature of bands. So no regrets. The two previous projects I was in, one of them folded, the second one folded, and I started my YouTube channel. But here's the thing, I jumped back into music with a solo project, now my third professional project in my lifetime, and one of my songs is going mega viral. I can say that because as someone who's had a song on a video game, NBA 2K17, and I had a song on Sirius XM radio in previous bands, huge shows like Bonnaroo. We had songs that did quote unquote well, but none of them ever stuck like the one that I've got is sticking now. It's less than a year old. It's going viral by every metric and on every platform. It's not just the YouTube, Spotify algorithm, one of those two feeding the song. It is reaching people, and it's because you guys clicked through. So if you're listening to this long rant, I am just basically saying thank you if you already have, and if you haven't, I'm going to spam that link in the comments and descriptions of my videos for the next 2 months, because I have never had a song that is taking off, that is resonating, that is sticking like the one that I've got now called Make an Entrance by All Fires. It's on all platforms, and even if you don't dig it, if you've appreciated what I've done here at the channel for the last 4 years, and you want to help me push and try to make it in my other dream, which has always been to try to break the music industry, just click the link, hit the like button, sub to my music channel, share the song. You guys know what it is. And I'm sorry to put you through 2 minutes of that, but hey, I did give you an out. I said the video is over, and I appreciate you listening to my long spiel. You guys are awesome. Again, I don't take any of it for granted. I have some super exciting announcements coming up soon, and eventually this year I will see you out on the road on tour. I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.